It says you're alive. I hope so. I hope I'm alive. How is everyone doing? Here we go. To answer, yeah, somebody already responded. How is the weather in Canada? It's very hot. That's why you'll hear, I've turned down the fan a bit, but you'll hear a fan in the background. Hi, movies and music buffs, and Dylan McDonald and Mud. I've heard your name's Mud. Whoop one, thank you very much for the kind words about the membership. Brown Fedora, I'm having a good day. I'm off today, so I've had some wine. And my beautiful girlfriend Molly is watching. I just wanted to say hello to Molly. I love you. Now she's done watching. Lady Vampiria, if that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, the weather's pretty hot. Marianne Lockwood. Hi, Marianne. Tricky Ricky 77 is in the house. How are the kitties? They're right there. Middens is there, and they're both sleeping. That's all they do is sleep. Andrew Babet, Retro Addict 667. Patrick Caroon. I'm going to mispronounce names. You're looking younger. I think it's the wine. Thank you. Cameron Lee. Hello. Gabriel. Afternoon Larry. Hello. Hi, Sheldon. Frank Moscato. Charlie B. From the UK. Brown Fedora said, hi, Molly. JT Media. Hello. Paul Miller, can you review music from Big Pink, the band? I've got that CD. I've got all their early CDs. I might sometime. My favorite is Cahoots. Luke Swall, have you been to Winnipeg or Vancouver, Larry? Yes, I used to live in Winnipeg when I was a young little boy. And we moved here to Trenton, Ontario in 1965. But I was born in North Bay, Ontario. My dad was in the Air Forces. Ted Dixon Jr., hello, obla di obla da. John. Hi, Larry from the UK, hope you are well, thank you. I'm sorry to hear that. My 10-year-old cat died, so sad. How did you deal with your past cats dying? It's just, you just have to go through it. And I had a dog too, Elmo, a really sweet dog, and he passed away from cancer. You just have to go through it. I'm very sorry to hear. Janet Sampson, also known as Bob, says hello, Larry and Molly. You loving the heat? No, I'm not. I actually love it. As long as the humidex is under 40, I'm good. Pleasant Valley Picker, CA. Hi, Larry. Hello. Dylan McDonald, did you ever watch the show Hill Street Blues? No, I've heard of it. Great show. My dad and I watched almost the whole series. I was a fan of the TV series MASH, which a lot of you younger folks have probably never heard of. What one? By the way, did you see my comment on your Spotify reviews number 8? If so, have you checked out any of the bands? I haven't had time. When people want me to check out groups, it's like I've got so much music as it is. So I'm not being rude. I'm overwhelmed with the music I already listened to. But thank you. Pleasant Valley Picker CA, hope you and Molly are doing well. Yes, we are. Martin G. Hi, Larry. Greetings from the Netherlands. Yog Zothoth. Hello from the outer void. Wow. All the way from the outer void. MASH is awesome. I'm 25, so my parents are classic rockers. Ha ha ha. I know and appreciate all the old classic rock and roll shows. That's cool, Dylan. And I always say this, but I apologize if I miss some questions because it kind of starts going crazy here. Yes, I've listened to the Manic Street Preachers, Malachi 552. I liked what I heard. JT Media, did you end up starting with Egypt Station on Paul McCartney's birthday? No. Being honest, I was listening to David Bowie because I'm reviewing his albums. Yep, MASH was a great show. Janet Sampson, I would love Phil to show up for one of these someday, Larry. You know, Bob, I was almost thinking of shaving and just doing this as Phil McCracken and people that don't know Phil McCracken, they would just be totally confused. So you never know. Someday I might appear as Phil McCracken. Tricky Ricky 77, I've actually watched the 888 YouTube meetup throughout quarantine. That was a good day. It was the first time I met the great Canadian Studmuffin in person. Yeah, thank you. That was a good day. I got a free YouTube t-shirt. Yeah, Hot Lips, Houlihan, and Frank. I loved Frank Burns on MASH. He was so funny. Andrew Babet, how has Canada been doing on the COVID-19 crisis? In America, it's still a huge issue. Things are getting better here slowly. And slowly, stores are starting to open up. I still have to wear a mask at work. And most people wear a mask when they go shopping and they keep a distance and everything. So we're all being pretty smart here in Ontario, Canada. YLX and the FM, do you like the band Blur? They're okay, from what I've heard. Pleasant Valley Picker CA, really enjoying your series of David Bowie CDs, Larry. Thank you. And I've got, I think, 2 or 3 more reviews that are ready, but yeah, I've heard The Fireman. I've got one of the CDs of Paul McCartney's. I've never heard the Kings of Leon, Cameron Lee. I've just heard of them. Who is the better writer, Paul McCartney or John Lennon? That's a tough one. I think for lyrics, John Lennon, and maybe for writing melodies and stuff, Paul McCartney. Yes, we're planning to see Molly sometime this summer. And you'll see us together. I haven't watched Stranger Things, what one? If not, you should definitely check it out. Mud. Hello from the Detroit, Michigan area. Just bought my first Spark CD Deluxe Edition of Gratuitous Sax and Senseless Violence. Thank you for all your great content. Thank you for checking them out. Retroactive 667. So far, what David Bowie album that is really popular that just fell short for you? Sorry if that didn't make sense. None of them fall short. I am really impressed with basically everything I've heard. Richard Dolan is in the house. Hi, Richard. His least favorite Beatles song is A Day in the Life. I should have Richard on my show sometime so he can, it's fine if he doesn't like that song, but maybe he should be a guest appearance on my show and tell us why. Any U2 reviews coming up? My second favorite band. I'm not a fan of U2 anymore. I kind of lost. They used to be one of my favorite bands, but not anymore. But I love their older stuff. My favorite Sparks album, Haggis, Neeps, and Tatties, is, I think, Indiscreet. Plus, I love their new one. Hello from Colo. Roger Evans. Is that Colorado? Or just Colo? Yes, I did. Siren, Nitram. Have you seen the newly released photo of Paul and George from the January 1970 Let It Be sessions? Yes, I did. I saw that on Facebook. Colorado. Okay. Pleasant Valley Picker CA. Just wondering, Larry, will you ever do a video on your favorite punk bands? I don't have that many favorite punk bands. So, the Sex Pistols, The Clash. See, not too many. No, I'm not seeing not seeing my sons on Father's Day, Glenn, because I'll be working. And my one son lives in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I love Elvis Costello and the Attractions Retroactive 667. The best voice of all time, I think my favorite singer is Paul McCartney, but I love, Van Morrison, Russell Mael Sparks, John Lennon, David Bowie, Janet Sampson. Yes, Egypt Station is great, Bob. It's excellent. Have I ever thought of doing a podcast? No. Oh my God, the questions are going fast. I'm going to miss some. Owen Chandler, favorites from Camel and Kansas. I haven't really listened to enough of either band, but I know they're good. Yes, I think it will get the deluxe remastered treatment, Andrew. What's your favorite Yes album? Simon Truckle. Probably Relayer or Tales from Topographic Oceans. What one? Larry, I love your David Bowie and Yes reviews, and I think you should definitely do the Mothers of Invention. That would take some time if I did all of Frank Zappa's albums. Yeah, that's fine, Richard. A Day in the Life is my favorite Beatles song. But I once had a woman, I was at work and we were playing music, and I put on the Beatles' Revolver, and the last song, Tomorrow Never Knows, came on, and she turns to me and she says, "That's the worst song I've ever heard in my life." Revelation 73. And hi, Tom's Vinyl Shack. Hi, Larry. Which Peter Gabriel album do you like the most? I think his third one. Yes, Ken Mac 001. I will be getting the Flaming Pie collection, but just the 2-disc and not buying the box set. Tricks are for kids. You should do a review of the Shag's Philosophy of the World. I've got that CD. What's your favorite AC/DC song? Yes, I love AC/DC. Tricky Ricky 77. My favorite is Whole Lotta Rosie. Remember to thumbs up this video. I don't know why, but you're welcome, Mud. Why are you not into heavy metal music? Ace Productions. Because it doesn't interest me. I like Black Sabbath. I consider them kind of heavy metal, and Motorhead. So that's pretty heavy stuff. Also, hey Larry. Hi also. Retroactive 667. I don't have any. Maybe 1 or 2 bootleg CDs like the Beatles' Christmas album. Somebody's asked, what happened to your ZZ Top box set? I've got box sets in my bedroom, and then I just change, like the Sgt. Pepper box set is up there, and I removed it before, and then people would say, what happened to your Sgt. Pepper box set? Worst song on Egypt Station. I love them all. Yes, I love Radiohead, Cameron Lee, especially their early stuff. P.S. Barrow, it's 5 in the morning here in Oz. Is the COVID shutdown preventing you and Molly meeting? Yes, but things are improving, so we'll be seeing each other. I don't want to say when yet. The best Yoko Ono scream. I like her scream in the song Why. She screams all the way through it, but I like it because John Lennon plays some awesome guitar on it. The Real Joshy Frog. Hey, how are you? Yeah, I've seen that Tricky Ricky 77, the live version. It's awesome. Revelation 73, do you like the Genesis Wind and Wuthering album? I do. And I was organizing my CD collection again, putting them all together, and I can't find it. I think Jinx stole it. Caesar Rock. I haven't played the album in a while. I'd have to replay it. Sally Harford. I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm going to start drinking some wine. You're going to hear me whine. Also, what bands have you been into most lately? Well, I've been doing the reviews for Yes and David Bowie, so I've been listening to mainly them. And then I go on Spotify, and I listen to a lot of things on Spotify. I've never been to a bad, I just spit, sorry. I've never been to a bad concert, Mud. Tricks are for kids. For some reason, I thought you were British. I do the worst British accent. Trust me, I'm not British. I won't do it though and embarrass you. Glenn Kellaway, always wanted to know what your CD playback system is. I actually have a video where I show the CD player I use and my headphones. It's pretty simple because I live in an apartment building, so I don't blast music. I mainly listen with headphones, but there is a video on my channel. Richard Z. from the Netherlands again. Wow. The Real Joshy Frog. Of course I do. I love the song, The Ballad of John and Yoko. Tom's Vinyl Shack. Favorite Loving Spoonful song. Darling, Be Home Soon. And Somewhere in the City, of course. Yep, the James Gang is great. Yeah, Revelation 73. I think Jinx did steal. What's your preferred brand of red wine? I just buy basically anything. As long as it's got a bit of alcohol in it, I'm happy. Yeah, I just buy red wine. I forget the name of this, but it's good. Where did you get, Roger Evans, where did you get your CD storage cabinet? I'm trying to find one like it. It's a one of a kind because this place I used to work at years ago, he built it for me and I actually paid him for it. And then I've got another mainly for DVDs and all that on the other side. What album is most nostalgic to you? Beady Pink 67. Probably Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Although I hate that song, A Day in the Life. It's a joke, if you were following me earlier. Tom's Vinyl Shack. Have you ever listened to Grand Funk's All the Girls in the World Beware ever? I think so online, and it's not a favorite of mine, but I love most Grand Funk music. Yeah, Prince is really good. Rachel, the Music Ma'am, VC. Hey, Larry. Thank you again for subbing my channel. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sheldon Goldstein. Is Jinx named after Mr. Jinx from Pixie and Dixie? Nope. I didn't name Jinx. My ex-stepdaughter named her, so. I've never heard of the Seatbelts. I've heard of Gilbert O'Sullivan, the one song of his. I forget at the moment. Richard Z, thanks for reintroducing me to Sparks. I heard about them, knew some of their songs, but now I finally get some of their albums. Working backwards, I love their previous album. Thank you. Andrew Bebe, have you ever owned a luxury or sports car in your life? Would you ever? No, I'm not into flashy cars. I've got a Saturn Ion. I mean, I don't care what the car looks like as long as it gets me from point A to point B. I wonder if Molly's still watching. I love you, Molly. She fell asleep. Pleasant Valley Picker CA. Larry, I'm wondering if you would consider doing a review series of CD reviews of Elvis Costello and the Attraction CD albums. Yes, but I need to get them again on CD before I would do that. Yeah, I liked Early Heart, Revelation 73. Vanessa Dela Cruz. What do you think of the Beastie Boys? I love them. Sabotage is my favorite song of theirs. I've never heard the Arctic Monkeys, Cameron Lee. Rich Strickler, what is your opinion on the group America? I'm just familiar with, Horse with No Name and a couple other songs. Otherwise, favorite one-hit wonder would probably be Spirit in the Sky. Such a great song. That's true, yes. It was my ex-stepdaughter's friend who named her Jinx. That's right. The real Joshy Frog, Jinx and Mittens are up there. I'll do this. See if you can. There's Mittens. Mittens. There she is. There's Mittens. And then Jinx is on the other side, and I'm not going to disturb her. Trust me. Revelation 73. Molly, we love you. Wow. I like the Hollies. Yep. P.S. Barrow, why do you seem reluctant to do music reactions? I want to. I will at some point. My favorite, the questions are going by fast here, so I apologize if I miss a few. What's your favorite Elvis Costello album? I have many. King of America, Imperial Bedroom, This Year's Model. For the Russian person, I believe it's Russian, I can't pronounce the name. Hi, Larry, what's your opinion on the new Bob Dylan album? I love it. I heard it on Spotify, and I will buy it. Yep, America were produced by George Martin. Peppy P. Hi, hello from Spain. I hear in Canada if people lost their jobs due to the pandemic, they get paid like $2,000 a month or something. They do get something, but I don't know if that's, don't believe everything you hear, but Canada has been pretty good at helping out people. Richard Dolan, Larry, you were one of my biggest YouTube influences and one of the people who inspired me to start my own channel. Thank you, Richard. That's nice. Paul Miller, Crosby, Stills and Nash. Yes, I have their debut album and also Deja Vu with Neil Young. My favorite Rolling Stones song. 2,000 Light Years from Home. The cameras. 2,000 Light Years from Home and Moonlight Mine are two of my favorites, but I have a lot. Your cats are very cute. Thank you, Lady Vampiria. Vampiria? Is that it? I probably said it wrong the second time. Yeah, the questions are going so fast because this is high quality entertainment. What do you expect? I think about that, the Mothers of Inventions, without Frank Zappa. I know what you mean. JT Media. Of the 3 Beatles 50th anniversary box sets, which one is your favorite? I want to do a video on this. Don't ask questions for a minute if you can, please, because I want to catch up on the questions. Then I promise to get up. Not to be rude, but try and slow down a little bit. I want to say first, my favorite Beatles box set is the White Album because of all the outtakes and all that. And I think it's the best box set of all time. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Red Rose Speedway. It is marvelous. Are there, Tom's Vinyl Checker, are there albums you regret listening to? No, not really. I'm just trying to catch up here. Oh, Tricky Ricky 77 said, yeah, Larry, it is $2,000 a month we get. I've been getting it since April, so it is true. 2 Sticks 1, I almost missed you. Hey, Larry, glad to see you live. I'm glad to be alive, too. Okay, I think I'm starting to catch up on the questions. Thanks for slowing it down a bit, everyone. Yep, I love Supertramp. I have Crime of the Century and one other CD of theirs. Yeah, Roxy Music is good, Sally Hartford. My favorite Queen CD, Christopher Guile, or Gile. Favorite Queen CD is probably Innuendo. My favorite ELO album, Mud, is El Dorado, plus their second. I will make more Elvis Presley reaction videos. I have a couple planned, but it might be another week or two. Surf rock. I just like the Beach Boys for surf rock, but I love the early Beach Boys. Tom's Vinyl Shack, that's the one album of his I never got into, was 200 Motels. And I saw the video too. I actually had it on DVD at one time. It was kind of weird. Richard Dolan, Larry, what do you think about Paul's ridiculous $600 Flaming Pie box set? I'm not buying it. But if people can afford it, then all the best to them. Even if I could afford it, I don't think I would buy a huge box set. Yep, I like Dire Straits' Tricky Ricky. Brothers in Arms, the song, is one of my favorites. Revelation 73, El Dorado, ELO, Larry, I want to marry you. Sorry, Molly. Yep, I know Gentle Giant, Progressive Vintage Sound. I did have their album Freehand back in the day. They're a really good band. I should get back into them. I've seen the Last Waltz movie, Paul Miller. Yeah, it's very good. I think I've caught up with the questions, so thank you for those that kind of slowed down a bit. Mike Mason is in the house. Well, he's not in the house, but he's here. Yeah, that's cool. 2 Sticks 1. My review for the Yes album talk is coming soon. Vanessa Dela Cruz, do you still have How the West Was Won on DVD? Yes, I do. Tom's Vinyl Shack, what is the worst Bowie album, David Bowie album so far if you had to pick one? His first one from 1967. All of the other ones I'm really impressed with, even the ones that I didn't think would be that good. Yeah, there's a $200 Flaming Pie box set as well. But I'm not even interested in that one. That's cool, Mud. ELO is great. Sally Harford, what are the best books you have read about the Beatles? I don't know. I've read so many books. I've enjoyed a lot of them. But I don't have I think the one I had that I gave to my brother-in-law, and it showed all of their different instruments and drums and basses and everything. That was pretty cool. Brian Emmanuel. Hi. Also, I'm practicing bass right now. What song should I try to play? Something by AC/DC, maybe. You know, something kind of that's not too, like, don't choose a Frank Zappa song. The worst McCartney album that I've heard is, for me, Pipes of Peace. Richard Dolan, Larry, your reaction to Puddle of Mud's About a Girl cover cracked me up. Thank you. Rachel, yes, are my second favorite band after the Beatles. Have they knocked out Sparks for your number 2 spot yet, Larry? I don't know if I consider Sparks a band. That's the thing I'm fighting with all the time, because they're mainly two brothers. But, you know, when they go on tour, they're in a band and they record with musicians. But no, I think Sparks would be number 2 if they were considered a band. Can you rank worst to best on the Let It Be Beatles albums? I ranked all of the Beatles songs. I did all of them, so I don't want to just start doing that. I got so much to do at the moment. But maybe in the future. Willen Nexon FM, do you own any Michael Jackson CDs? Yes, I have his greatest hits. Yeah. My favorite Kiss song, Tom's Vinyl Shack, is almost any song from their first album. Revelation 73, what is the best and most worthy album box set in your opinion? Just for an album, I would say the Beatles' White Album. And for a box set of albums, I would say the Blue Oyster Cult Columbia box set. My favorite Neil Young song is Keep on Rockin' in the Real World. Comes a Time. I've got a lot, seriously. Those are just 2 that come to mind. Martin G. Try to pronounce my last name. Could be fun. Groenewold. Groenewold. Ladies and gentlemen, Martin Groenewold. Did I get it close? That's a good choice for a bass line. Running with the Devil. I could play that. And I don't even have a bass guitar. Okay. I'm missing a lot of questions here. I apologize. Paddy Mitchell, I have not heard of the Scottish singer Amy MacDonald. Velvet Head 79, hi Larry, how come I can't see your videos when I close my eyes, but I can still hear them when I close my mouth? It's a shame, as I can't fully enjoy your high quality content. Any help is help. Wow, I don't know why that is happening. You should be able to see my videos when you close your eyes. Jared Shank, Driving Rain is the worst Macca album. A lot of people think that, but I don't. Roger Evans, he loves Pipes of Peace. Andrew Babet, Larry, you should cover About a Girl. You'll do very well. Can you? You never know. Maybe I'll attempt my own version. Sally Harford, Mr. Studmuffin. That's right, Mr. Studmuffin. What kind of film genres do you like? Well, I watch a lot of Netflix, and I mainly focus on documentaries. I just watched one on Evel Knievel. And other than that, for regular DVDs and Blu-rays, I like some comedies and dramas, like Of Mice and Men, Goodfellas, stuff like that. Thoughts on Donovan? I've liked what I've heard of his. Billy Rossi, Billy Rossi, is it Rossi? Billy Rossi 46, hello from Northern California, having pizza, beer, and wings. And I'm having wine for dinner. Enjoy. Ken Gao. If it were within my power to make it happen, I'd arrange for you and Molly to be able to be together. Hang in there, friend. It will happen soon. Thank you. Sarah McLachlan. I'm not a big fan of hers, but I mean, she's talented for sure. Just not my kind of artist. Do you think live albums are pointless? Some believe so and prefer studio versions only. No. I mean, Grand Funk live album, Humble Pie, Rockin' the Fillmore, all the Led Zeppelin live albums, and yes, David Bowie. I love live albums. John Daly covers. Did you ever have a jacket when you were young with patches of your favorite bands, or was that never really your thing? I never even had a jacket. No, but I never did do that. Yep, I love Jimi Hendrix, Cameron Lee. Pleasant Valley Picker CA, favorite Who album, Larry? Who's next? What do you think about Syd Barrett's solo albums? I've heard them, but I've never really listened to them properly but I loved his early work in Pink Floyd. I've never heard of the band Belly. Thank you for dropping by, Salad Harford. Bye. Thank you. I'm going to try and pronounce this person's name. Vistura on Estres channel from Latvia. I messed that all up. JT Media, in your YouTube career, is there a moment that is your favorite, like some opportunity you've been given or something? Well, it was through YouTube that I got to work with Paul McCartney's guitarist, Brian Ray, and because of that, he got me to see Paul McCartney live in concert and go backstage. So that was a good opportunity, all because of YouTube. P.S. Barrow, did you ever review the extended Van Morrison live albums you bought? It's too late to stop now. I haven't had time to listen to them enough yet. I've got so many Van Morrison albums I still need to listen to more, like some of his studio albums. Augustin Del Vega. Should I watch This Is Spinal Tap? I really want to. Yes, it's hilarious. You think I'm funny. This Is Spinal Tap is a lot funnier. Trust me. I didn't expect you to say my name. I tried. Tom's Vinyl Shack, what year or period of time did you stop following new and current groups? Well, for me, the most current bands that I got into, they're old, like Radiohead and the Arcade Fire and Tool. They're all bands that have been around for years. So probably somewhere in the 90s, they started losing interest in the newer bands. I've never really heard Suede, Naughty Vampire God, except for that one big hit of theirs, which I really liked. That's right, Ernest 383. Well, technically, it was through YouTube that you met Molly. It was actually through Facebook, but I think she was seeing my YouTube videos. So yeah, that would be number one. What is your favorite Beatles B-side? Old Brown Shoe. Old Brown Shoe. I've never heard the Rainbow Rising album by Rainbow. Brian Emanuel, are you a Howard Stern fan? Yes, I used to listen to him on the radio years ago. Now, of course, he's switched to wherever he is, but I always enjoyed listening to him. Carl Adams, just thought I would pop in after I mowed the yard to say hello, Larry. Wow, thank you. Yep, that album by the Rolling Stones, Music Man 4000, it's one of my favorites. I've never gotten into Queen's Made in Heaven. I have. I need to listen to it more. How did that happen that you worked with Brian Ray? I contacted him when I heard his solo album and I offered to try doing a video for him. And so we worked together on the video. It's called Coming Up Roses. It's on his YouTube channel. And it's pretty good for back in the day, you know, for special effects and everything. I'm kind of proud of it. What's your number one favorite band? Spencer Brar. You should know it's Nickelback. Chris Hussey. Hello, Chris Hussey. Richard Dolan. Larry, how do you handle trolls? There are a couple who won't leave me alone, and the one who says really nasty things about me in his videos. You block them, Richard. Just block them. I've had 15 years of trolls, Richard. I'm an expert at trolls. And don't let it get to you. They're going to say mean and nasty things. And they're going to make you cry. Yes, I do. I own the Rolling Stones remastered albums from the late 60s. Yeah, I like, like some disco, Village People. Yeah, Steely Dan is good. Music Man 4000. What do you think is your favorite car driving song? Maybe Golden Earrings, Radar Love, or Bachman Turner Overdrive's Rolling Down the Highway, or Neil Young's Rockin' in the Free World. Chris Prop Feed, Musically Obsessed. Which Sparks album should I pick up first? Their latest one when it comes out, early next month. And besides that, maybe Indiscreet if you haven't heard it. Produced by David Bowie's producer, Tony Visconti. Can you do any good impressions? I don't think so. Thoughts on pre-disco Bee Gees? I love them. I love the disco Bee Gees. Larry, I have enjoyed your, Mike Mason. Larry, I have enjoyed your David Bowie review videos. Now you inspired me to look for Tonight CD. Now make sure you get the remastered version though, Mike. How were the 2 live David Bowie CDs you picked up? I haven't listened to them all, but I listened to select songs. They sound great. Boz Scaggs, yes, I had one of his albums back in the day. One of his most popular ones. I forget the name of it. Silk something. I really liked it. It was good. I have not heard Carnival of Light. Revelation 73, you have a great music taste. Thank you. Arcade, Larry Graves. I've never been on a cruise before, Andrew. How could you contact Brian Ray? I mean, how did you get his address or telephone number? I did have his telephone number because we were best buddies back in the day. I contacted him years ago through MySpace, believe it or not, I believe. And he is friends, because, you know, when I started to talk, he is friends with Sparks, Ron and Russell Mayo. He is friends with them, so that is cool. Angelo, yes, I love those Mahavishnu orchestra albums you picked up. They're really good. I think I've got all of my music online there. That's about it. Excuse me. What do you think about vegans? Oh, I don't like vegans. Just joking. Do what, you know, do whatever. If you want to eat meat, go eat meat. I don't care. If you don't want to eat meat, don't eat meat. It's all a personal choice. I don't tell people what to do. It's the wine talking now. You should see me when I'm tipsy. That's funny, Jan or Bob. You mentioned Immigrant Song is my favorite Zeppelin song. I had a friend years ago who loved Led Zeppelin, but he hated Immigrant Song, which didn't make sense to me. Thank you, Revelation 73. Thanks for dropping by. No, I've never really listened to the Pink Floyd More album, even though I have it. I've only listened to it like once or twice. Hope Lieb is in the house, and I probably mispronounced the name. I apologize. Favorite Pink Floyd guitar solo is probably in Shine On You Crazy Diamond, or Time. Could be anyone. JT Media, what is your favorite Pink Floyd album after Roger Waters left? I never listened to them. I had no interest in them after Roger Waters left. Maybe in the future I'll do some, oh, you mean Elvis Presley? I don't think I would do it. I don't know if you mean Elvis Costello or Elvis Presley, but I have not been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I don't want to visit until Grand Funk Railroad and the Guess Who are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And Sparks. And Blue Oyster Cult. Don't get me started. Larry, if you knew you'd be stranded on a desert island for the rest of your life and could only take one album, what would it be? The Beatles' White Album, because it's 2. What is the most obscure album you ever listened to? Probably the band Flaming Youth. The album is called Arc 2. I have it. It's from 1969, and somebody named Phil Collins is on drums. And it's actually a very good album. The worst music film I've ever seen is probably 200 Motels, Frank Zappa. Yeah, I tried listening to the Division Bell and it almost put me to sleep. Music Man 4000, do you have an official Instagram account? I have an Instagram account. I don't know if it's official, but there's only one there. It's Canadian Studmuffin. I've got lots of pictures on there. And the link is always in all of my videos. I'm not interested in the Grateful Dead, sorry. Although I watched a recent documentary on them and it was really good. What's your favorite rap album of all time? I used to own a couple of Eminem CDs, so probably one of them. Do you like Queen? Of course I do. They're one of the greatest bands of all time. Is 200 Motels really that bad? Yeah, it is. It's enjoyable in a bad way. Progressive vintage sound. Have you got a absolute favorite album? If yes, which is it? I guess it would be the Beatles' Abbey Road. Are you a fan of Neil Young? Music guy? Yes. Big fan. He's one of the best. Do you like Badfinger? Yes, I've got the greatest hits. Oliver Doke. I think I have seen the Neil Young movie Human Highway. I actually, and it was kind of weird. Rachel, we need SCTV revived and you on it, Larry. Canadian content for the win. I loved SCTV. Yeah. Do you like Kid Rock? Not really. I don't avidly listen to rap, but, you know, I don't hate it. Bob, Janet Sampson, American or UK version of Rubber Soul, which do you prefer? I like the American one because I like the way it starts with, I've just seen a face. It just seems more suitable than Drive My Car, which isn't one of my favorite Beatles songs. Oh, look at the time. John Brown, hi, I've been watching for years. Love your Beatles stuff. You've been watching for years? Take a break and get something to eat. Well, thank you for watching. Seriously, thank you very much. I haven't seen the movie Backbeat. Luis Otavio Rodriguez Seque. What is your favorite Ramones song? Probably Beat on the Brat, or almost any song from their very first album. What is your favorite obscure song from Sparks? Lost and Found. Richard Dolan, Larry, I saw you did a video about reaction videos, and one of the people you talked about was Jamal, AKA Jamal. I just started watching him. He is awesome. Yes, he is. He's good. How many thumbs up? I know. How many thumbs up? Let's get some thumbs up, or I'm going to leave. No. The Ramones remastered. I have their first three, which is all I need, really. I'd like to get their first live album, too. I have the Elvis on Tour DVD, Thomas. I have 3 of his DVDs now, and Elvis on Tour is one of the ones I have. I've heard a bit of Nick Cave, and I kind of do like him. I do. There's no French artist or bands that I can think of that I know that I would like. Yes, I like Michael Jackson. Yep. Yes, I fall asleep while listening to music. That's happened. Music guy, a funny coincidence, when you did your Doors series, I was in my period of them, and now of Bowie, and I don't know why, but always when I have a band or artist period, in some way, you make a video of them. Kevin stuff, any Does This Album Suck videos coming up. I always like it when you listen to newer stuff to see what actually matters. I know, I really need to do more of those because I enjoy doing them. So yes, I plan to do more. I've never listened to King Crimson's Lizard, maybe a little bit of them, but I'm only really familiar with their debut album in Red. I've heard of Girls' School, but I've never heard them. What is your favorite Yes song from Fragile? Roundabout, probably. Velvet Head 79, do you think you would have been a good member of the Beatles if you were there at the time? I know I would be. I'd have to have some talent, though. I'm not a big fan of Oasis or Blur. People do ask me that quite often. I don't own Rock and Roll Music, the album by the Beatles. No. Andrew, has your work been affected? Lots of staying home too. No, I'm still working away. We have to wear masks at work though. But Janet Sampson, favorite folk singer. Mine was Cat Stevens. He was good. I think Neil Young, because he's considered folk. You know, I know he does rock, but he does a lot of mellow stuff too. Favorite song from Foxtrot is Supper's Ready. It's only 4 o'clock. Supper's not ready. Favorite Kiss songs are almost any song from their first album. Yeah, I've seen Fantano's The Needle Drop. Yeah, I like Motown. I don't have any in my CD collection, but if I hear it, I really enjoy it. So I think I will be going. This was fun to do. I might actually do another video chat next weekend. And there were no idiots. You know, sometimes there's an idiot or two and you have to block them or whatever, but everybody was nice and decent, and I apologize if I missed some questions. I really do try. I try my best. Yeah, I love For You Blue by the Beatles, yep. Smashing Pumpkins, no. In fact, even their latest album, it's one I've kind of almost forgotten about because they've been so busy doing these reviews, but I absolutely love their last album, and I do want to get more of their previous albums. So thank you, everybody. I'll give you a chance to say goodbye or whatever, or just leave. You can just leave. Go. You're welcome, Velvet Head 79. Thank you. Thank you, JT Media. My favorite Beatles album is Abbey Road, and if not that, then the White Album. And my favorite song on Abbey Road is probably I Want You, She's So Heavy. Thank you, Pleasant Valley Picker CA. Thank you, Sheldon. I never listened to Freddie Mercury's solo stuff. Thank you, Mud. Thank you, Augustin Del Vega. Thank you, Arcade. Thank you, Kevin Stoff. Thank you, Janet Sampson, also known as Bob. No, I have not heard that Smashing Pumpkins CD. Thanks, Mike S. Thank you, Mike Mason. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, 1975 Alive. Thank you, Angelo C. A group hug. Come on. No, I really appreciate it. Anybody that drops by and chats. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Nectar. I've never been to England. I want to go there someday, though, John Walsh. Thomas Calden. Give my regards to Mittens and Jenks. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. And we'll end it with, Paul has nice eyebrows. I agree. Bye, everybody.